Welcome back to my channel. I am back today with another video, and as y'all can tell by the title and of course the thumbnail, I did a little shopping, y'all. I did a little shopping. I was not supposed to be shopping, but I did. But before I get too far into the video, if you have not subscribed to the channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I do a little bit of makeup, not too much, just y'all, I do a lot of makeup. I have a slightly small addiction to makeup, so definitely go ahead and subscribe if you love makeup, because I'm all the way here for it. But anyway, like I was saying, I did do a little bit of shopping, very unexpected shopping, y'all. I have a small addiction, like I said, and when I saw this right here, this is the new Melted Cosmetic palette. This is the Amor Y Mariposas, y'all. I'm gonna pronounce all kind of stuff wrong. Forgive me ahead of time, and I probably wouldn't pronounce it. But anyway, when I saw this collection, I only got the palette because everything else is just way too expensive. It's like for the whole bundle, the whole PR box, $450. I think it was on sale for $425. Y'all know I wasn't getting that. But this right here alone was $70. So I did pick this up, and I did have a coupon code. We'll talk about the price later, but I really do like Melted Cosmetics, although I only have one palette and a few other products, but I do like it. And when I saw this color story, I had to grab it, y'all. I was like, okay, I need this in my life. So color story is really, really pretty, y'all. There are so many looks that we can create with this palette. So I jumped on it, and of course the packaging is adorable. I really like it. So anyway, I'm gonna do a few swatches for y'all to see and talk about it a little bit, but I don't want to make the video too long. So we're gonna do a look today, and I'll probably come back if y'all want me to do another look if y'all want me to. But anyway, let's just jump into what this palette, the quality is all about, and what look I can come up with. Okay, y'all, so I just want to give y'all a closer look at what the palette looks like, and of course more information about what the eyeshadows contain and what the message is about when it comes to this particular palette from Melt. Of course, I want to save time too, so I'm going to show y'all some swatches of each row. So while I do that, I'm going to read details about what Melt has to say about this particular palette. So first of all, they said that this is our first ever 20 shade palette filled with vivid jewel and neutral tone inspired by the comforting memories that find you after grieving a loved one lost, reminding you of the vacancy of life, a message so timely and divine it has to be a special sign sent just for you. It's definitely a, I think, sweet message, a little bit depressing in my opinion, but yeah, we're gonna ignore that part, you know, get you thinking about your loved ones for real, like for real. But anyway, I don't want to have a sad day. So the palette has 10 pressed pigments and 10 eyeshadows, so it do a very, very good job at describing each shade on the website, which I'm not gonna do. So yeah, let me just continue on swatching the shades, but I do want to say that the swatches came out really, really nice. It didn't have too many ashy shades in this palette, maybe one or two, as y'all can see on my arm, but for the most part, definitely swatched really, really nicely. Okay, y'all, so this is going to be very, very different and interesting because I'm gonna try to use as many colors as I can. So we're gonna have a very colorful look today. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Paint Pot and Layin Low. Okay, so like I was saying, it's gonna be interesting because I don't have, there's no black and there's no brown. Again, this is what that palette is looking like, but I am missing my dark brown and a black. But so first of all, like I was telling y'all, I'm not gonna be pronouncing anything. So this right here is the first color that I'm gonna go in with. This is a light peachy looking color, and this is the brush I got from Natasha Denona. I just did the mini Metropolis palette, and it had this little brush in that palette. So yeah, I'm gonna go in right here and just pack on that color. And again, if this is your first time watching me, I don't set my primer. So that's why I always go in just by tapping first. So I'm only gonna go halfway. So a little bit lighter than what I really wanted. So I'm gonna go back into the palette. I think I want to take this one right here, this lighter green. Use this brush right here. This is a Sephora brush, I think, that I got a while ago. The colors are really pigmented and smooth, so I do like that. So I'm gonna go back in with that first color and kind of blend those two shades together, at least the edges. So this is what I'm looking like, and I don't know, y'all, as y'all can tell, it's a little darker in the corner of like where my nose is. That's not done on purpose. It's probably maybe my concealer or anything, but I kind of like it. But we're gonna see how it works. But yeah, that's definitely not blended out right in my opinion, but I'm gonna just go with it. So let's just go back in the palette. I'm gonna go with this green right here, and I'm gonna go right under the first green with this brush right here. This is a Real Techniques fluffy tapered blending brush, and I'm not gonna go all the way across, just right under that first green. And this palette right here, y'all, we do have a little bit of fallout. It's not too bad, but this is what it looked like in the palette with that green I just touched right here. Is it the green? Yeah, this is the green that I just touched. And as you can see, we do have fallout, but y'all try to get every little piece of crumb of an eyeshadow with this type of palette. This palette was $70, so I'm getting all of it. I'm just scooping it up from the sides and putting it on my eye. So as y'all can see, this is a really good transitional shade from that green. And of course, you know, I'm gonna go back and forth with those two colors and blend that darker green in with that peach color. I'm gonna try this green too, right under that color. So I'm gonna go back into that last darkest green that I put on my eye. I don't really see a big difference between the last two greens. Slightly different. And I'm going back into that first green color and blend out everything. And you know, we can't forget to go back in with the peachy color and blend the greens in. I did go off camera and play with this eye just a little bit, and this color right here, Charo, my first time pronouncing anyone in here, this one right here is a little bit of a, to me, purpley brown color, but let me swatch it real quick so y'all can see. So this is probably the darkest color that is in the palette. To me, it has undertones of purple, but it is dark enough to darken up the outer corner, as you can see on this eye. So I am going to be using that color to darken up this eye right now. And this brush right here is a brush that I got from Yana's eyes, and I'm going to use that brush to add that color to the outer corners of my eye. So right here, I'm just going back and forth with Charo and that last green color. Let me see. I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Guamuchili. Y'all know what I mean. Back in with the dark brown shade. Okay, so I think I got it blended out just like I wanted to. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my MAC paint pot. Y'all see these harsh lines? I got to get rid of those. So I'm gonna go on top of the edges just a little bit lightly with some paint pot. So it'll be easier for me to go on top of it again with that peachy color. And I'm pushing it back a little bit too, so you know, I have more space to add my other colors, because I am gonna cut the crease today, y'all. Sometimes I dread cutting the crease. It's just annoying because I don't always get it right. So yeah, it's just a little bit annoying sometimes. So I'm gonna go on top right now with that peach color right on top of the edges of that MAC paint pot that I just added. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and cut the crease while off camera to save some time. So let's just get back into it. So I'm going back in with that dark brown color, Charo, and adding it back right here, because obviously you can see I did go over a little bit with my cut crease canvas, just in case y'all wondering what I cut my crease with. So yeah, I'm just gonna add that color back in, and of course add every color back in, because you can see I went way up here with my fingers and just put a whole hole in my head, look like it. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and go right back on top. So this is that dark green shade, the last dark green shade that I use. I'm gonna go ahead and add that and blend that out with the dark brown color. Back in with Cinnamon Toast. Gotta cover up that little spot that I touched. And that is the first green shade that I use. I'm taking a little bit of the first green shade and kind of blending that in with the orange shade, that peachy shade that I used earlier, the first shade that I used. Let's go with this one and see how it looks. I'm gonna use my finger just to tap on that color. It don't make sense for me to dirty up all my brushes. Let me get a brush. Of course, I want to try this color right here. I probably should just try this one in the first place. So I'm just gonna put it like kind of on top, but to the side of that first green color. So let's try this one right here. This one is called Mesquite. My camera is not giving this color justice, y'all. Notice when I look down a little bit, you can see that pretty gold color, and even the green one too, y'all. So my lighting is a bit bright, I guess, for these two colors. Here's a still shot of me looking down so y'all can see it better. And this is the last color that I'm going to use. This one is called Tequila. And of course, I'm going to use that for the inner corners of my eyes. So right now I'm just blending out all my colors just to make sure everything is blended out nicely. I'm taking Charo and I'm blending in with that green color, and I'll be just doing that throughout the rest of my eye look. I'm going to use my finger to put a little bit more of that green kind of on top of the dark brown color. And of course the light green color right next to it, and a little bit on top of the orange color. Okay, so I did go put my liner on. I am going to go and put these lashes on off camera. These are from Yana's Eyes, just in case y'all want to check them out. These are still my favorite lashes. These are what it's looking like in the container, and the name is on the back. So I'm gonna go off camera, clean this mess off my face, do the rest of my face, because this is mostly all about the eyeshadow and not the full face. So I'll be right back so we can finish the lower part of the eyes. Okay, so this is what I'm looking like so far, y'all. I think it looks good. I like the eyeshadow, so let's just finish it and we'll talk about it at the end of the video. But obviously, well, it's not obvious, but I do want to take the colors that I used at the top and bring them on down to the bottom portion of my eyelid. So the first color I'm going to go in with is going to be, the names are going to be on the screen just in case y'all want to see. So I'm going to just take that darkest green color, and that's the first color I'm going to go with. I'm just going to go not even halfway, but just where I stop at the top and connect it with my eyeliner. I'm going to just go right on top with the lightest green shade and go further down. And a little bit more of the darkest green. But I'm going to go on top of that anyway, at least for the most part, with that brown. I'm going to get it as close to my waterline as possible. And of course, connect that with my eyeliner. This is the lightest color. So the very first color that I use, I'm just going to add that across my whole lower lash line. I don't really want to add any glitter eyeshadow to my lower lash line, so I'm gonna just drag a little bit more of the lightest shade to right here so it can blend in with that peachy color. Okay, y'all, so this is the final look, and I think it came out really, really pretty. My opinion about this one, y'all, at least for the colors that I did use, I do like all of the colors, even though I don't know if it was my fault with the first color that I used. It's darker right here and a little bit lighter on the lid, but it probably was something I did, or maybe it was my paint pot, I don't know, but I like it regardless of, you know, the darker situation I got going on. It didn't blend that well, but other than that, I really like the pigment of it. The quality is A1. It was not hard to blend out at all, and y'all see I used a lot of colors on my eyes. So if you haven't gotten the palette, and you know, you can get it if you can, I mean, because it's a little expensive, y'all. I'm over my budget for the month, so I need to stop. I should not be buying any more in, well, it's like the 17th, I think. Yeah, the 17th. I'm over my budget. I give myself a little budget every month, and this time and most times I usually go over, so I'm over my budget, so I get it. So yeah, if you can pick it up, I would say yes, go get it, because we have so many different eye creations that we can create on our eyes. So I really like it so far. The quality, like I said, the ones that I did use are very, very nice. So I'm gonna probably give y'all an update. Just let me know if y'all want me to do any more creations on this channel using this palette. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Please like, subscribe. Of course, let me know what you think of the look. Of course, answer those questions, because y'all know I want to know your opinion. So yes, I'm gonna end this video, and I will see y'all in my next video.